We're live here on Fun Frolicking Friday.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a special edition. Light Touch is presenting Fun Frolicking Friday today, and we will be exploring this beautiful practice that I've been talking about a lot, but we still want to really fluff it up and give you guys an opportunity to experience what it is. And of course, it's going to have like the fun, frolicking flair. So yes, I am so happy for today and to have Jay Mayer, the creator of Light Touch, on here with us, as well as Karezza. And we will be talking about the power of it. And, Karezza and I will be sharing our personal experiences with it and or how we, because light touch is a beautiful, fine-tuned practice, but when you learn about it, you'll come to find that it's something that we've all been doing in multitudes of ways. We may call it something else or it looks a different way. So today we'll be talking about that. And with that, I'm going to hand it on over. Oh, wait, before, please do ask us questions. Tell us what's alive for you. Let us know where you're watching from. And if you're feeling so inspired and touched by this, please do click like and you can share it out and spread it to others. It would be so helpful and appreciated. And so I would love for you, Jay, to tell us a little bit about yourself and Light Touch, and then I'd love to hear from Karezza on how she relates to that, and then we'll have some flow, and we'd love to hear from you guys too. We want to really let you know and be here for you. So, yeah, Jay.
Well, good morning, depending on where you are. Good afternoon. If you're on the other side of the world, good evening. So really what we're here about is fun. It's right there in the name, Fun Frolicking Friday. We're here to have fun in these lives, in these bodies. They're designed for pleasure. We're pleasure units. We were created in pleasure. Everyone was having pleasure when we were created, pleasurable experiences. And so the premise of Light Touch is that those pleasurable experiences are also creative, that it created us. What else could it create? Can it create money? Can it create healing? Can it create exponential financial blessings for the rest of your life? I love to call on Light Touch for everything that's important to me. My friendships, I pray for others and family members. And what I've noticed is that a little light touch, every day is so beneficial. And we'd like to talk more and more about light touch and how you can learn more about it. It's available. I wrote down earlier, we were talking about sex. Sex has been around since the beginning of time. Yeah. Literally. When time created, somebody went, oh, it's been a year, so they were created. And year one, so we were all created somewhere, and we've been creating ever since. It is really awesome what's happening with our bodies. And we're just finding new ways to go beyond what we've been taught about sex, to make it even more special so that we can bring about all the higher chakras, not just, heart down, but we can open up our third eye. We can open up our crowns. We can grow closer to our essence and our purpose. So thank you. Brief introduction, Light Touch. I'm Jay Mayer, and glad to be here today.
Yeah. And so, Karezza, with that, I'd love to hear from you and how light touch shows up in your life and your experience of light touch.
Great. Yeah. Thank you, Jay. It was a pleasure to introduce you. Yeah, so light touch is just a beautiful practice, and it's really about intention. And whether we want pleasure or whether we want to manifest something, money or a new car, or just feelings and things that we desire out there. And it's just really a beautiful essence, to be in the moment and to really feel and bring that experience not just into the body, but into how we relate, into how we live in everyday life, as opposed to rushing and touching without intention, where it's quick and nobody can really feel, and it's just a quick feel, and maybe you don't feel anything. Maybe there's no pleasure, or pleasure for someone else but not the other. And when we really get into ourselves or into another and into the touch practice and settle ourselves, into our bodies, and can really feel the body rather than being in the mind and in the craziness of the everyday world, we can really experience the bliss and the moment, and that, oneness with everything, with our partner, with everything out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that she said bliss, because it's about bliss. Any blissful sensation has creative power. And we've been working with Candace a lot. We're creating all kinds of good things in our lives, including peace of mind, enjoying ourselves. So I'd like to introduce Candace. It's her show, and I'm happy to be here sharing it with you.
Yeah, I love you guys. And, one of the things that's coming to mind as I'm listening to, what light touch is, from the mind of the creator, you, Jay, and then, Karezza's experience of it and my own. And the big thing that comes up for me that I feel like is a key point is the restoration of the innocence of touch. A lot of us can be touch avergent, and there are many different things that happen to us in our life, or ailments, or traumas, or stories that create that experience. And there's what happens is like this internal separation, our parts. We start saying touch means this, or especially around our sexuality, we put that aside when we've been traumatized. We start to associate that kind of touch with traumatic experiences. And so it's very natural. Our human mind is amazing. And what it does is it just shuts off and shuts down and says, oh, I can't feel that. Oh, we're not going there. That's not safe. And light touch is one of those practices that creates a pathway for you to reconnect to your body, for you to restore the innocence of touch, as well as if you have a relationship to spirit, magic, divine, manifestation, energy, you can play, you can pray. It's a totally creative practice, while being highly intentional and fine-tuned. And yeah, that's one of the innocence of it is so powerful for me. I'm finding it's really helpful in creating that safety for my body to be able to let go and feel. For my body to be like, oh, this isn't bad. Oh, this is okay. Oh, this is safe. Oh, this is spiritual. Oh, this is magical. Oh, I'm making things happen. Like, it feels so good. Yeah. And I'm definitely curious, from those of you out there in the virtual world, what's your relationship to touch? And like engaging touch with yourself or with those you love in a non-sexual way. That's the other big thing. Many of us have never experienced touch in a non-sexual way. And it could be so healing. So healing. But it's also okay to go there. But maybe you need a break and to find a way there.
Yeah, it's powerful. I mean, to be honest with you, in my own life, the touch thresholds I've experienced is very, very low, because the essence of touch in my life, in terms of relating in a relationship, for instance, not with myself, is that it always is about the sexual bit. It's always about trying to get somewhere, get something out of it. This expectation that I'm going to touch you and you're going to have an orgasm, and rather than allowing the touch to simply be what it is supposed to be. And if it goes there naturally, flowingly, then allow it to. But there's always, I feel, in my own life, and maybe out there in other people's lives, that there is in the mind of another this expectation that it has to lead to something, and that you can't really truly be in the moment with your partner, with yourself, and just enjoy what is there.
And what if those touches, those feelings have magical properties? This day and age, people are talking about magical thinking more and more. And with magical thinking combined with touch, that's when, miracles become possible. Miracles means, you can't pay your rent and you started invoking. Light touch is the system to invoke. Invoking means we're calling forth, divine principles, to bring forth into this dimension that which we need to thrive and prosper. So we're not living stressful lives, trying to, grope our ways through, but rather we just can receive, the higher forces and the gifts that we deserve.
Yes.
It reminds me of like so in my tantric teaching knowledge and background, when I first entered this world of like learning about energy and my body and touch and magic, I was very in my masculine, and that's where I needed to be safe. And Tantra, in essence, which I feel like what light touch does, is helps restore some balance. It helps create, like, I feel like it's very feminine, it's very motherly, it's very flowy. It like creates flow. And it's balanced though. There's like And I think someone who, 'cause we meet every day at 11:30. We have like a group of us practitioners that are there regularly. And as somebody, brought up how it's just such a huge like activator. One of the things that Jay has like these, what would I call it? Mantras. They're like light touch mantras. And like seeds, you think of seed syllables. Seed syllables like power words. And so times 10 times 10 times 10 is one of those things. And somebody was sharing how every time they did that, they just felt the magnification, whatever you apply it to. You're looking for assistance in creating more clientele. You're looking for assistance in creating more love. Whatever it is, you apply light touch to that. And it magnifies the light. It moves through whatever. Yeah. I feel like that's with Jay and in our circle, another seed syllable or mantra we like using is miracles and calling on the angels, which I'm not super fluent on, so I never like trying to speak into that. Jay, I would love it if you spoke into the relationship of the angels to light touch.
Well, what I love about the concept of angels, just like, if I might say angels and people don't know if they exist, I might say fish in the sea, and, you don't know if fish in the sea exist. We've seen pictures, we've seen movies, we've caught a few, but the truth is that the sea is full of fish. So, the angels are part of the invisible realms where we can get help and nourishment. And the beauty of light touch is you don't have to believe in anything. There's no dogma. There's no religious rules other than, when you use the pleasurable sensation, we attach a request. Yeah. So we all have needs. And so every time you do light touch, I love feathers. I have a little feather fetish, but a good one, not like weird. But I use it for a higher function. The higher function is to activate my electromagnetic field so that I can invoke. So if there are angels, that's the way I look at it. Well, if they are there, I'm not opposed to getting help from friends in high places. And if you don't believe in such things, well, we're energy. We believe. If you can't believe that we're energy, you might as well, find another program because it takes energy to speak, to move my hands, to blink my eyes, to grow my hair. Yeah. We are energy, and that energy has electromagnetic properties that light touch can access. So it's a communication to the unseen realms and the indwelling spirit. And that's what I love about light touch is every time I do this, it's a meditation. Oh, I just meditated. So now people that go, oh, I want to meditate, you can meditate. You don't have to sit there for 20 minutes and go, quiet my mind. And then you fall asleep. Once you get relaxed, you fall asleep. With light touch immediately, you can go into meditation. I'm meditating right now. Thank you for blessing everyone here, everyone that's listening to my voice, that sees us. We ask for good fortune to find you and to surround you and to travel with you, and to our families and to our ancestors. And that's the beauty of light touch is that for me, our requests are not in vain, that they actually manifest meaningfully in my life. And everyone that practices it, that's why our group is always growing. And you can reach us, right there, light-touch.me. Send us an email if you'd like to know more. You can find me on Facebook, Jay Mayer, Light Touch. These girls, they really have learned a lot in secrets of intimacy and relating. And, if you're looking for someone to talk to, Candace and Karezza, they can really, they're good guides, and they've done the work, and it's a great blessing to, be moving forward together, collectively, consciously.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh. It was so good to hear and feel the support, and and for me, to just tap on the angels, like for me, the way I like to that I relate to that is I think of those who have passed over. But I know there's like a whole nother, realm, and then the other side of that is, I think of it in relationship to the feather. And when I think of an angel, I think of those big feather wings. And I just like, man, who doesn't want to be held in that? And like, who doesn't want to apply that to their life, And so that's kind of the vibration, and vibration, that's what we're talking about. Adding the vibration of magic, whatever that is. And sometimes, like, I know for me, I have to do a lot of work to be in my body. And so just doing exactly what Jay said and practicing this as a meditation, to stay grounded, to stay present, and to, as I mentioned at the beginning, reconnect, restore the innocence. And for me, that also means to weave together. So our either you can think of it as our chakra system, or mind, heart, sex, just in the physicality, and these things can operate on their own, and they do great on their own. But can you imagine if they all came together and worked together? And more often than not, we're not. We're kind of, this part's over here, this part's over there, and especially around our sexuality. It's not fully, we don't fully evoke the power of our sexuality. So that's the other piece I really, really appreciate. It's a constant reminder for me when I'm connecting to my body, or if I ever get an opportunity to connect with someone else, to evoke, to remind myself of the magic, of the power, and to be that angel, to, as I shared in our prayer group this morning, to be beauty and grace. How can I show up for me, as well as all those I serve, all of you, as a light touch presence, and beauty and grace. I feel beauty and grace is like a mirror reflection of what light touch brings.
Yeah, and I think in regards to the light touch group, it's also about the community. And when you do put your invocation, your intention out there, everybody supports you and sends energy and like more light touch and energy and vibes to you as well, as opposed to just doing it on your own. So when you have the community, there's more energy, there's more connection, there's more support from everybody, and what you want to receive.
Yeah, that's a really, really important point to bring up, the power of coming together and doing this in pods, or like Jay and I, them spending more time and, connecting art and being light touch partners and seeing how we can activate one another, how we can be that light for one another is kind of another way I see it. When you're doing it with someone else, especially virtually, and you don't have the closeness, you could still do all this. Like Jay and I have, had some serious magic. And he's in California, I'm in New Hampshire, so it works.
It's true. We're both feeling a lot better through the connection, and to go a little deeper too. Candace has a wealth of experiences, and we've been doing some, I call it co-counseling, where we talk about taboos. We talk about the things that have shamed us, or sexual visualizations that I used to have when I was younger, or that haunt me, or things that I wouldn't normally tell people. And it's so beautiful to actually, go kind of deeper than usual and have someone that's loving and conscious to support me. And we've developed systems so that, all of our needs can actually be met, and we don't have to, sacrifice our integrity to, learn these tools. It's not like, with sex sometimes has all this pressure, and, we're not trained right. Who trained us, how to have sex? The most important thing in existence is sex. And how much training have we had? We've had like all the schooling about everything but sex.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Continue.
Well, it's just good to be able to bring things out in the open and shine light on us, because everything that we think, everything that we feel is motivated from a good place of wanting to improve our lives. And even if it doesn't look that way, that's really our motivation. Is we're trying to thrive. We want to survive. We want to be the best versions of ourselves, and we need help. That's why we have counselors. Light Touch has counselors that help people to practice these, because no one taught us that we have magical properties, that sex is magical. You don't have to believe in magic, but something created us. That's pretty magical, that we're here and we grow and we evolve and we learn. Magic is real.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But not weird magic, not witches and brooms and stuff, but just our ability to create good things.
Yeah. But your broom could be a light touch wand if you so choose.
Yes.
And Jay, I really appreciate your vulnerability, and I've really been enjoying working with you. And there is such a sweet spot in going into the depths of ourselves. It really taking a look, and especially at all those things that you may keep in the closet. And usually there's sexual stuff. And we're not giving education. Where, like Jay said, we're taught about like public education, normal education, sex, love, dating, relating. It's not a thing. And we're definitely not taught about energy and magic and like the gifts of
No.
this human experience. Like, whoa, like they don't want us to be that powerful.
No.
We are. We are. And I'm so grateful to know the gifts of our human experience here.
Beautiful.
Yes.
I have a few comments. Kelly said hello. And also meow meow from Leslie says meow meow to Candace. We also have a viewer from Romania, Vasila.
Yes.
And he says, I find myself in this post. I am a sacred sensual healer of goddesses like Isis. Right. Yeah.
Yes.
And I am honored to be here with you again, divine soul.
So
Yeah.
thank you, Kelly. Kelly Bird has been flying with us for a bit. Vasila has been joining us for a bit too, and seems to be very fluent in these arts. Meow meow is, as you can see, somebody that really throws me off. Is a woman I love dearly, and is also very fluent in these arts.
Oh.
Jesus.
I have a question. Not that there's an answer to this question, but like, how many people have discussed their sexual fantasies with another person? I mean, how many people say, "Hey, this is what I fantasize about"? So there's like, it's shredded in these taboos.
Yeah.
And when we actually do discuss it with someone like Candace or Karezza, that you can actually move out of the closet into the sunlight. It's quite liberating. And it's a good topic because we don't want to be hiding. We want to be shining. We want to be present. We want to achieve our goals in life. And it really is fundamental to get clear with our electromagnetic message that we're sending to the world.
Yeah.
And the thing is that the fantasy, a lot of our fantasies, especially the ones that are more dark or scary, like related to power play dynamics of some sort, or BDSM. There is emotional, spiritual parts of us that are looking for attention for one reason or another, that are not getting their needs met until you find a safe place to either let those fantasies out verbally or create a safe conscious container to act them out. Find sacred relationship, to at least emote. Yes, as much as you think that because you're not talking about it or not doing it, and you don't tell anyone, you're good, or you don't want to scare anyone because, oh my God, I don't want to ask for that. Those are all parts of you that you're saying no to, and they'd really love your attention.
Beautiful. Yeah, and I think when we do open ourselves up, I think we're scared. A lot of people are scared because they don't know. It's like diving into the unknown, and like looking into their past or looking into what's been done and actually going and kind of or changing it and looking at different things and how can I expand, how can I evolve, or live differently as well when you've been living in a completely different way, and how does that, to slowly change your life from maybe what your ancestors were, and kind of ridding these traumas or these energies into creating something new and a new generation for yourself and the lives of others.
Creating is the word. What are we creating? When you do light touch, we're creating miracles. We're creating money. We're creating healing. We're creating wellness. I love to invoke spiritual wellness. When I go to sleep at night, what are you creating? Most people just go to sleep, but all light touch practitioners, as part of our training, we all ask for exponential financial blessings when you go to sleep. Oh, thank you for exponential financial blessings for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
And all my partners that are doing this, we're creating these businesses. Look and feel your very best, a program that will be purchasable. Exponential financial blessings, heal your children. And then we have a thing for children, heal your parents with light touch.
Yeah.
The children are little gods. They're conscious beings.
And as Karezza mentioned, and I know Jay, you also do a lot of work here, and the lineage. Sometimes we're working stuff out that isn't even ours, that we don't have a actual physical memory because it didn't happen to us. It either carried through in our lineage, or it's a past life experience, if you believe in that. There's many different ways to look at this stuff, but we have this like DNA upload. And I do a lot of work with the belly button, and I'm a body worker and I'm trained in all this stuff, and so I've been using touch in a multitude of ways to heal us. And the belly button is a huge source, like our belly in general, the guts. Connecting to your guts and your belly is like your power center is another, like this is our chakra that's here. This is where we all come from. Well, we all come from the yoni, but you know what I mean.
It's about halftime now, if you want.
Yeah. Jay, do you want to guide us in a little prayer or blessing that you like to share to
Sure.
with us?
Well, what I love most about light touch is, without light touch, just living our normal lives is, help me, bless me, love me. And with light touch, it's like bless us, heal us. May all of our finances be blessed. So I'm asking all of us, everyone who's listening, you can use a feather, you can use your hand, you can tickle your eyelashes. Oh, wow, that's tickles. Yeah, it tickles, but it's actually an electromagnetic activation of our energy field that's inside of our body. And we can bless everyone. We can bless everyone listening to this message. Rather than just ourselves, may all of our needs get met. May we all receive. And I call on the invisible forces. You don't have to call them angels. Angels are part of the invisible forces. The invisible forces are the indwelling divine spirit that lives inside of everyone, that lights the light inside of us. And so we ask for everyone to be blessed, and that we ask for these blessings to be amplified. We thank you for blessing us times 10, times 10, times 10, times 10. times 10 times. That's 4 ones, 11. Two, 1 1 is 11. 2 more ones are 11 11. It's a sign, it's a power number, 11 11. That's why I go 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. And so we ask to receive. May everyone listening and watching this broadcast receive the blessings. You can even feel where your coat, your clothes are making contact with your skin. That's light touch. So you're in a business meeting and you're all nervous, something, you do a little light touch. Thank you for miracles. And it takes your attention off the negative, and instead you're invoking something positive. And it really works. I had no success in relationships before light touch. It was up and down. I love you, I love you, I love you. And then it's like, oh my God, trying to figure it out. For years later, you could be hurt. So it's not about going up and down. That's not love. Love is love. It stays with us.
Yeah.
It grows. It's like a flower. You water it with seeds of goodness and light touch. So we thank you. We thank you so much for receiving all of the blessings. We're asking for everyone watching this to receive the blessings, our purpose, our mission in life, that we can do great things with the little time that we're here. This world needs more love now. So the good work we do on ourselves really helps the world for us to lighten up, for us not to be angry with our partner. Let's love our partner. That's why we're together. If you're going to love someone, love the one you're with, fully. And
I definitely want to send a special blessing with all of that out to Meow Meow and to all of our viewers. But just I really appreciate the love, And may all of our relations, all of our heart's desires be magnified. May we connect to our capacity with our own hands, with whatever we choose to turn into light touch wands. See it as that, as a wand, as a magnifier, as an amplifier. I don't know if Karezza, if there's anything else you wanted to add to the prayer blessing for yourself and those out there, and if any of you out there watching, if there's a prayer or a blessing, something you really need right now that you'd like us to all send some energy to right now, please do let us know.
Just putting it out there for all those people who are vulnerable and have no support, to give people the voice and that still put themselves out there without support, to really give energy out there for those that are healing through traumas and all the negative energies out there, and also for those who are wanting to expand themselves in life and in sex, and giving them the power to do so. And just, when we do expand, we change the world through our love and through seeing things change in ourselves. allows for us to create a new humanity, and rid, all the traumas from our past from going to the next generation.
Our hands have creative power. You want to go someplace, your hands drive you there. You want to write a letter, you want to write a check. Hands have creative power. So when we use them creatively, we're doing ourselves a favor. It's a favor to yourself to do light touch. Just even try it for a week. If you have a partner and you have your usual sexual practice, let your first touches include invocations. If you need money, use sex for money. Oh, thank you for money. Bless your partner, bless your body, to invoke the riches. This universe is full of riches. This earth is really rich. It's just not equally divided. So there is abundance and it's available, but we have to use our hands. Use your hands to create with them. We use a feather. Ask any baby what it thinks of a feather when you put it down their back. You're like, oh, woo! They love it. Let's love it.
Connecting with nature, like with the tree, with the grass.
Yeah,
that could be your partner. Reconnecting to that beautiful magic.
Yeah.
But even in our own homes, in our own bodies, and I just like, as my hands are on my back, like this is one of the things I like to do, and it's like I got my back, like I got you. This, like, you got this, Candace. It's really empowering. Yeah. Is there any other?
I did get another message from Vasila from Romania. He says, I don't have much support either, and I'm often judged. He said.
Join the club.
Yeah.
You're not alone. Welcome to Earth.
We support you.
Yeah. And, that's one of the things I want to create. And I've been talking to Jay about, and Karezza, programs and groups for those of us who are making a choice to work in the touch industry or educate or assist around sex and intimacy, because we do. It's you don't even have to talk about BDSM. You talk about touch, and it's like, and so I want to send some love to all of you out there who are making that choice to shine your light and serve in a way that maybe not everybody else understands. And may you find, and Vasila, if you were interested in coming to our light touch group, let me know or reach out to Jay. But may you find those safe places where you can be seen and respected and loved for how you're serving in the world.
Yes.
Hear me?
Yep.
Okay. My device, I'm sorry. You guys go for a second. My phone rang.
Oh.
Okay, I think I'm back though.
Vasila asked, where is the light touch group?
So
email, and we can discuss it more with you. It's go ahead, Candace.
I was gonna say, you can message me, or reach out to Jay, or did you want Vasila to put their email in here? Would you be able to take care of that if they put their email in this?
Sure.
Or
Okay.
just reach out. Yeah, because it's a private thing. It's not public. It's a very structured small container. Yeah, but there is also a Facebook group, and there's so much more to come. And if you get Jay your email address, he can keep you in the loop of things. I'm not good at that part. I can help you get connected to our daily practice group in some capacity, but definitely get in touch with Jay to really get linked into Light Touch. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What the structure is that we do light touch together. That's the structures. We take turns and we invoke for each other, and we call forth, all of, our best blessings. And I hope you will too. If you're with your partner and you want a little more magic, instead of lying in bed for 20 minutes or an hour before you wake up, also add requests. Go, thank you for blessing my partner. Candace can teach you all this stuff too, and Karezza.
Yeah.
Thank you. You bless each other. You take turns. Oh, thank you for blessing my light touch partner. And then he or she would say, thank you for blessing my light touch partner. And then you can amp it up. Thank you for blessing my light touch partner while you experience light touch, which is different than sexual touch. It might feel the same way, but the destination is different. The destination is not downwards towards sex. It's more through all the chakras towards God, towards enlightenment, towards wellness. So it came right out of the pandemic. And this is the time when you might be losing your job. You might be afraid of, tomorrow. This is the time to start invoking. And that's why it's here now. That's why we're here. And we need guides. Sometimes we need guides. Don't be afraid to pick up a phone and take a 15-minute consultation, and see what it's all about. What are they talking about? What is that?
I had something I was saying, I lost it. So yes, go Karezza.
I just want to say thank you as well to Jay, because he's really having the light touch in my life has actually helped in many ways. It's not just about pleasure or orgasm. It's about creating what you want in your life and manifesting and putting the intention out there for what you want to receive and being open and trusting. And it's really about the trust, because I think a lot of people don't trust a lot out there, and they don't feel that if I put it out there, I'm never going to get those things. So it's really about putting the trust and the vibration and the energy out there as well, when we do the light touch.
It's a beautiful way to connect. Go ahead, Candace.
Yeah. I was going to say, one of the ways I like to express the difference between your normal, the way people play with sexual energy is usually there's just ejaculation or orgasm that's outward. This kind of play creates an injaculation, an ingasm. We're infusing versus it just being something out there, just something on this physical level. We're tuning the physical into the spiritual or the emotional or wherever it is, It's just so much more nourishing, and using that energy and taking the time to experience bliss, to experience ourselves.
And through directing bliss, that's what light touch is. It's directing it. You're focusing it and channeling it and directing it. And we're directing it towards the help that we need. We're asking. It's always a request. Light touch is not about, oh, that feels good. It's about, oh, that feels good. And thank you for miracles. If you don't know what to ask for miracles. You know, every day, thank you for miracles in my finances. Thank you for miracles in my health. Thank you for miracles with my children. When you go to sleep at night, if you got a child that's got a drug habit or something, why, instead of becoming, you know, clueless and helpless, let's invoke, you know, let the help be real.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. How are we doing, loves? On we're probably close.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Okay.
About 5 minutes.
Yay. Well,
Yay.
I'm so happy, Jay, and I feel like this was a beautiful flow, and I hope that all of you out there got what you needed out of it. And whether you're watching this now live or later, please do feel free to chime in with questions or comments. If you want to know more about my offerings and booking session work with me, I'm easy to find, Temple of Frolic or templeoffrolic.com. But you can find me on any social media, Temple of Frolic. And the best way to reach me, though, is via phone or Facebook Messenger. Yeah, any last words from you guys?
Yeah, I'll just, if I can. Yeah, I just, in terms of light touch, I just want to make sure that people understand that it's not just about being in relation. You don't have to be with a partner. That you can be single. And, you know, when we do light touch, it does tap in to the energy of the universe. So that connectedness, that oneness that we are with everyone, even though we may not be in relationship with another, that we aren't alone, that we're all connected. You know, and I know it's a difficult time with the virus and everything, and people are so far and so detached away from each other, but there are ways you can connect. There are ways, you know, virtually, through energy, through light touch practices, that you can connect to others and to the force and the light and the energy without having someone else.
You can experience physical intimacy and manifestation and magic in your body, in your life, even at a distance or without anyone else, for sure.
All right. Thank you all for joining us today. Thank you all for practicing light touch. When you go to sleep at night, don't forget, you can go, thank you for divine love. Every practitioner asks for divine love, because if you have divine love in your finances, you really don't have to worry too much. So we just ask for it and invoke it and enjoy, you know, the blessings of, you know, our reaching up more of our potential, you know, closer every day.
Yeah. And if you do that tonight, please come back and tell us how you feel the next day. Because, so for me, I have my nights can be very scary, and my dream world can be very scary. And I've noticed a big shift in my dream world and some serious magic and medicine happening through practicing at night. So yeah, give it a whirl.
Beautiful. Yeah. And thank you to Jay and Candace and all of you out there for watching and listening. And may you have a blissful weekend. And if you celebrate Easter, enjoy the Easter bunny.
Yeah.
And Easter egg hunts and all that fun, frolicking play.
On that topic, I do want to mention Karezza is like the queen of games and play and intimacy. So you want to get on over to her page. She put up a game that you can play for Easter to add some fun, frolicking flair and intimacy to Easter. Is it the intimate playground or intimacy playground?
Yes, it's the intimate playground. Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah.
Yes.
Yay.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Karezza. And we'll be seeing you next Friday at 1. And there is so much more to come. And please
10 o'clock Pacific time.
Yes. 10 Pacific, 1 o'clock Eastern. And Vasila, you'll have to tell us what time it is in Romania.
Yeah.
All right. Much love, beauties. Meow, meow.
Ciao.
Sending light touch blessings.